So we're getting sidetracked a little bit because the mailman showed up twice, actually. We got the rest of the taillights, which it looks like I have a full set, but that's actually a right hand. I'm sorry, that's actually a left hand middle lens there. So they're not all correct. Some are broken, missing pieces. And in this box here, I got, lights and stuff. I don't know, lenses. I don't know. I'll break those out here shortly. Kind of show you what I got going on with that and do some maybe befores and afters or something. But so still haven't got to the gas tank. We're almost there. I know what I need to do. Just going to jump under there and start cutting some lines and see what we can get out of there. Hopefully everything. Might have to put the nose of the car back down on the ground and let it drain out some more, but we're almost there. Well, it's actually the next day. We got interrupted with doing some other stuff for the house. So didn't really do much yesterday other than drain the gas tank a little bit. Gas looks pretty fresh actually, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that much more. But I will say that we did do a little bit of work. Let's take a look here. So yeah, we got some fuel filter service loop coming right off the tank, so everything fresh going through is going to be filtered anyway, at least for now. And then I noticed we have KYB shocks, so that's kind of cool. But with that, like I said, we got a bunch of stuff in the trunk. That we got in. Mess around with emission stuff. Not sure if we're actually going to try and put that on and use it, or take it off and lose it. Whatever. But we do have a lot of work going on. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the fuel line, but I do want to dump the cruise control and kind of move on from there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do all that right now. If I want to get it out of the way, but I want to replace the spark plug wires, distributor cap, rotor, all that. Not that I have it new, but I got it from a parts car that the stuff looked pretty new. It looks better than what I got. So I think I'm going to use it and get with all this emission stuff, carburetor, all that happy stuff, all this mess, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how much we got and what all links up, and then go from there. So we're going to continue on a little bit, but I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I don't know if you can see the hood is kind of shiny over here. And then it's oxidized over there. So we've been working on polishing this thing up. As you can see, it's actually reflecting. So, but you get up here and still oxidized. Got to do the rest of the car yet. This is a bunch of the wiping off of what I've been polishing by hand. It's been painful, but I think doing it by hand is the way to go. So it actually has some decent paint. So I don't know. I think we're just going to continue on and see what we can get done, and we'll check back in with you. Well, we're back. Did about 15 minutes worth of work, and we deleted all the cruise control that was put in by the dealer after this car was bought. It was very hokey the way it was wired in and the way the wires were ran, held up with bread, little wire ties all down the frame and whatnot. So yep, deleted that. Now we got plenty of room. Then we go inside. No more turn signal switch function, and really can't see down there, but that big old box is gone. That was the brain box of the whole thing. So it's a power wire that was tapped into down there. I'm gonna keep that because I might use it for something else. You never know. If we get a console or something, it'll run a cigarette lighter for a charger or something. So we're going to continue on. Not sure what we'll delete on next. We might start doing additions. Hard to say. But I think we're going to do a fuel line replacement and get the plugs and wires and all that stuff dealt with, switched out, swapped out, and just make this whole section right. So disregard the fuel leak or the oil leaks, disregard the oil leaks. So we'll deal with that later. We just need to make it run. All right, we'll be back. All right, well, again, we have the cruise control stuff all out of the way, gone, unwired, all that. Got to finish tacking up a wire on the inside. But we got the cap rotor, wires, plugs all put in, changed the coil out, and then we also ran a new fuel line. But we changed all that stuff because I know the motor that donated spark plugs, cap rotor wires, all that stuff, he said ran like a sewing machine. Just cleaned up the plugs a little bit, threw them in, cleaned all the wires up, cap up, sanded things a little bit, boom, dropped it in. And so we're getting closer to where we can maybe fire this thing up once we get that carb on there. Plug off either some of the emissions or put the emissions back on. One of the two. I'm not sure yet. We're going to figure that out. But I have some good news. It sounds like I'm going to get a 2.3 liter turbo coupe Thunderbird 4-cylinder 5-speed in about 2 weekends. It says approximately has about 110,000 miles on it. Good motors though. So we'll see. Hopefully I can marry that into this and get rid of all of this stuff going on here and then start off with something that's got a little more horsepower than what, 98 on a good day. So, but yeah, so I think we're going to maybe take a little bit of a break, but we're going to start working on emission stuff, get into the carburetor. So, and see where we can go. All right, so we're back. We did a whole ton of work while we were gone. Didn't want to bore you guys with all that stuff, but we got everything put back together. We did minus all the vacuum lines and stuff like that, so hopefully this thing is going to run. We got battery in, but new battery cables. We got the carburetor from another car, fuel line from another car, all the tune-up stuff from another car. So yeah, let's see what this thing does. It might not do anything. It might do crazy things. It might do good things. I don't know. We'll see. Does anybody have a Chevy radiator cap? Buzzer works. Oh my God!
It's burning like a kitten.
Oh my God, it's running! I haven't even done anything. Oh my God. Way too. Oh. That's crazy. Hope you got any lights. No idiot lights. Wow. Got some stuff burning off because I spilled some things. It didn't even smoke. No, that's it. It didn't even smoke. Burning off like fuel, it spilled, stuff like that, but power steering works. Smoke at that. Wow.
She's alive!
Wow, I hear like some old bearings, things like that. Some stuff that maybe hasn't been run in a while. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, and it's burning some stuff off here. I see some stuff smoking, but... Ooh. All right. Let's start. Success. Probably just burning off. Oh, I know what it's burning off. I sprayed liquid wrench all over the exhaust because I thought I was going to have to take the emissions off and plug everything off and just entirely get rid of the emissions. So that's what that is. So that's going to take a little while, but that'll go away. That'll go away. Score. All right. Well, we're going to have to run it longer and longer. So I'm going to have to get some like new fuel, start filling up the tank, maybe throw like 5 gallons in there, mix it up with some of the old gas that I do have, and then let this stuff burn off. Tune the carb, spray it, clean it, and then see how it runs after that. Because if it runs good enough, then we can test drive it and see how everything works. Till next time. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like what you saw, click like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for joining Never Ending Cars and taking that never-ending ride.